You walk out your cabinet, and you have your fruit garden, you have your vegetable gardens. There's an abundance of wildflowers, a lot of trees, a lot of shrubs. One thing that is noticeably missing are buildings, especially hospital. You also don't see pharmacies that have your Tylenol and your Motrin and any other pain relievers that you're accustomed to today. During those times, a lot of people were relying on the medicinal uses of the herbs, of the land, a holistic way of life. Today, most herbs are found in your spice cabinets in your kitchen. People really forgot about the medicinal uses that everyone back at that time used to use. Several years ago, I turned to the holistic way of life, or the medicinal uses of herbs, because of ailments that I had. I wanted to try a natural approach rather than a synthetic method. I was tired of always having to go to the hospital and having over-the-counter medications. Today, I would like to share with you the medicinal properties of 3 herbs that are probably found right in your house that you don't know of. And you probably just use them for regular, everyday cooking. And those 3 herbs are cloves, oregano, and dandelion. The first herb that I want to talk to you about is cloves. Now cloves, what do you use them for today? Baking, making special drinks. It's commonly known as a winter herb. An article in health.com online said that the herb clove actually works as an expectorant. So it helps you cough, it loosens the mucus that's in your throat, and it helps you cough it out. And for this, you can use the clove in teas. You can ground it up, put it in a little tea bag, and drink it as a tea. Now, there's something in the clove called eugenol, and this is actually a natural antiseptic. What this means is that you can make it into a mask. You can crush the cloves, you can mix it with honey, make a mask, put it on your face, and it'll help relieve any acne or blemishes that you might have. Another thing about cloves is it's used as a local anesthetic. Does this sound familiar to you? What it does is it numbs your mouth. So what you can do is, if you have a toothache, you can suck on a few cloves for 30 minutes at a time, and the saliva in your mouth actually releases the essential oils in that clove, and it starts to numb the area on your nose, or numb your gums, so that you don't actually, in case you can't go to the dentist right away, you kind of have a backup. So remember, for that, you suck on a clove for 30 minutes, spit them out, and then get some more cloves in your mouth. So now that we've talked about cloves, the second herb that I want to talk to you about is oregano. Now this is another common herb found right in your kitchen cabinet. It looks just like this. It's crushed up. And this is actually part of the mint family. I don't know if you were all aware of that. So when you're eating your pizza and you put oregano on it, you're eating some mint actually. The oregano actually goes back to thousands of years. You can also use it in a tea. With the oregano, it's the properties that we're using is the antioxidants and antibacterial properties. And oregano is used to help relieve bronchitis, colds, asthma, and for women, if you have menstrual cramps, you can also use it to relieve menstrual cramps. So now that we've talked about cloves, we've talked about oregano, we know that they're right in your kitchen cabinet. The third herb that I want to talk to you about is the dandelion. Now, I know that most of you don't have dandelions right in your herb cabinet, but if you take a few steps outside your house, you're bound to step on one. This dandelion, if you're not sure what they look like, is you might also think of them as a weed. It has the yellow flower and the leaves. Now, it's actually the root that we use for the medicinal properties. Dandelion is used for kidney and any liver disorders. So you can drink it as a tea. You can take the root, boil it, and then drink it. It's good for your digestive system. So in conclusion, I want you to go home and think about all the medicinal properties that I've talked to you about that come from cloves, oregano, and dandelion. And it's okay to go back to your roots. You might also want to consider taking the herbs that are right in your kitchen cabinet and moving them to the